What's up, everybody? So today, doing my favorite video to do every year. I do my top 100 cards in my collection around, November, end of November time, and just super excited to do this video. Now, I've agreed to do a top 50 kind of smackdown against Mike Baseball Collector, New York Yanks fan 7, and Rated Rookie. 3 very good competitors. We're going to compare our top 50 and see who has the best top 50 baseball cards. I'm feeling strong about it. I know that Mike's added some pretty impressive cards to his collection this year, especially. And I know that Josh and Vince both have fantastic collections. So it's going to be a pretty impressive SmackDown. So definitely check that out. Next week at some point, we're probably going to do a video. It'll probably be on Mike Baseball Collector's channel. I'll let you guys know when that posts. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to break down my top 100 to number 51 in my collection. Before I get into that, here are some cards that were in my top 100 last year that unfortunately didn't make the cut. So pretty awesome that some of these cards aren't making the cut. Just, that's just how much, my collection has grown over the years. So 82 Topps Ripken Rookie and a PSA 9. Sorry, Cal, didn't make the cut. We got 2 T206 cards. As you guys know, T206 cards don't sell very often. So, if they stayed at the same value, generally speaking, they may not make the cut from the previous year. This Tommy Lasorda rookie card, unfortunately, did not make the cut either. How about this? A Hank Aaron second year. It's a 3.5, which is, part of the reason why maybe it didn't make the cut. A little bit of a lower grade on a second year Hank Aaron, but still pretty awesome to have a second year Hank Aaron not even make my top 100. Tom Seaver, PSA 9 OC. Of course, it's got that qualifier, so didn't make the cut. The 52 Bowman, Bobby Thompson, another card that didn't make it. Peleg, one of the worst purchases I've ever made. Based on how much I paid for this card, it should probably crack my top 50, but doesn't even crack my top 100. Totally overpaid for it during the pandemic. C'est la vie. Jacob deGrom, unfortunately, his career has not gone the way I had hoped. Just too many injuries. The chrome gold, unfortunately, falling off the top 100. And then finally another card that I just can't keep this in my top 100 anymore, guys, even though it's a sapphire Eloy Jimenez, number to 10. Eloy just not living up to the hype whatsoever. I was looking back. I think there are 7 cards that are brand new to the collection since my last video that are now in my top 100. So, of course, those 7 cards push back a lot of other cards. And then, of course, there's going to be cards that weren't in the top 100 before that make it. Here are some honorable mentions. I always put my honorable mentions in the background. So at number 101 is the Derek Jeter Stadium Club Murphy. We got Dots Miller and Bill McConney T206 cards. At 102 and 103. It seems fitting that the Bill Ripken FF error, the greatest error card of all time, is right smack dab in the middle at 104. The Shohei Ohtani, I was looking back at that card. I think I had that way overranked last year. The BBM, that's why it fell off. I think I had it top 50 for some reason. I think that was just a bad comp. And the Juan Soto, Hands on Hips. Those are the cards that kind of made it into the background, finishing at 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, and 106. All right, so start kicking it off at number 100, the Eddie Matthews. I have this, by the way, at a value of about $470. I had this ranked at number 87 last year, so it's down 13 spots. This beautiful Eddie Matthews 56 Topps and a PSA 8. So that's at number 100. At number 99, same value, $470. And I have this at number 99. It was at 84 last year, so it's down 15 spots to number 99, the 1960 Topps Mickey Mantle. Always cool to have a Mickey Mantle coming in at 99th place. At number 98 is this Red Amos in a PSA 6. Of course, as I mentioned, like, these are, common T206, and then you have to always consider, the back. It's a Piedmont back, like a common back, but it also is a high grade PSA 6. So as you guys can imagine, some of these T206 cards are hard to value, but I do have this card at $495 in value. A card that I did not have in my top 100 last year. So up 7 spots. First card that's up in my list. The Aaron Judge. Congratulations to Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani on winning the American League and National League MVPs. And of course, this card is up thanks to that at number 97. So this awesome Aaron Judge card. At number 96, this 1973 Topps. Let's see, we got Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, and Willie Mays in a PSA 8. This is just such an awesome card. I actually had this at it's up a couple spots from last year. I think I had this in the background last year, and it's coming in at 96. About a $500 card coming in at 96. At number 95, the Greg Maddux, one of the awesomest cards of maybe the greatest pitcher I've ever seen. Greg Maddux coming at 95. This is down 7 spots to 95. And this is about a $512 card. Okay, at 94, we got the 52 Topps Tom Morgan. I was embarrassed that this was the top 1952 Topps card in my collection. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that I've added a new 1952 Topps card that I think probably comes in at like a top 10 card now in my collection. But now this is no longer my top 1952 Topps card. This is part of that high numbered set, 331. It's a rookie, it's a Yankee, so in case you're wondering why that would be so high up on that list. Now, the oldest card in my collection, coming in at 92, is this 1878 Huntley and Palmer's. Such an awesome card. The oldest card in my collection. And love this card. 1878 on the Huntley and Palmer's Reading and London Biscuits. All right, at 92 is going to be the Aussie Shrek in a PSA 6. That is an absolute beauty. I think my dad got me this card one year. Just got me a lot of these, high-grade T206 cards that have done very, very well. And then at 91, we have the 77 Topps Star Wars C-3PO, Anthony Daniels error. Again, another error card similar to the Bill Ripken. I'm kind of surprised that this comes in at so high up on my list. Number 91, C-3PO, about a $600 card coming in at 91, the C-3PO Anthony Daniels. All right, on to number 90. Get my next stack here. We got the one of the coolest cards of all time, in my opinion. The 87 Topps. Love this card. 87 Topps Tiffany Bo Jackson Future Stars card. So cool. And then it's like the Tiffany PSA 10. Just absolutely love this card. Up, for some reason, up 11 spots. It's hard to figure out sometimes, why cards go up and down, which is part of the reason why I do these videos. It's always fun to kind of see, like, For some reason, this Bo Jackson card I have up 11 spots. Down 6 spots, and speaking of not making any sense, 1964 Topps Mickey Mantle. This is down 6 spots, so this was at 83 in 2023 and down 6 spots to 89. And beautiful PSA 6 of the 1964 Topps Mickey Mantle. And then coming in at 88, the 1970 Topps Nolan Ryan in a PSA 6. For some reason, I have up 27 spots. I actually had this card as 115th rank. Obviously, like a lot of cards will go up and down based on like, a recent, like just one, it'll just take one rogue sale for a card to go way up or down the list. So that usually explains, why a card may go way up or down my list. A card that is down only 1 spot, the 56 Topps Roberto Clemente, beautiful card. And in case you guys are wondering, we're now at like $631. And I also compare it to like the value I had previously. I had this at a $530 card. It's now a $630 card, so it's up about $100 from last year. Again, all it takes is one, rogue sale of a card that's like not perfectly centered for a card to be, way undervalued or overvalued if it's, a really nice eye appeal card. And number 86, my boy, Donnie Baseball, 84 Fleer. There is a card, a Mattingly card, the Tiffany, that, believe it or not, my Tiffany Mattingly, and I'll get to it, in a future video, but I think it cracked my top 10 cards. The 84 Topps Tiffany Mattingly cracked my top 10 based off of a recent sale. Hard to make this stuff up with some of the cards that I have, but the 84 Fleer and a PSA 10 coming in at 86. At 85, one of really cool that I own this card. Frank Hogan, 1934, wanted to pick up like a high grade vintage, like old school vintage card. Picked this up last year, and it is actually up 6 spots to number 85. And the value on this card is about $700. The value last year was $500. So it's up. This particular card is up $200 based on previous comps from last year. Let's see. Another Mattingly card, the 81 Nashville Sounds. By the way, excuse my coughing, guys. Still kind of recovering from I got hit with something recently, so just still recovering from that. But the 81 Nashville Sounds minor league card of Don Mattingly coming in at 84, down 7 spots. Then there's this card that, just really hard to kind of figure out where to rank it. It just keeps going. I just keep bumping it down and down and down my list. I think at one point I had this as like a top 25 card in my collection. It's now down to 83. Of course, Mike Trout, his career is not panning out as maybe we had hoped. There's clearly, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, considered to be the best players in baseball. Mike Trout's nowhere near that list anymore. And this black refractor, second year Trout, numbered to 99, just unfortunately falls further down the list every year. Number 82, Willie Keeler, $720 value. I had it at 82 last year, and it's 82 this year. Really cool. If you're a Yankees fan, he was part of the New York Highlanders. Definitely recommend checking out my boy Willie Keeler. And then another T206, a random Frank Oberlin card. Really beautiful card, though. PSA 6, look at that. T206, Frank Oberlin, coming in at 81. All right, so let's get into. All right, at number 80 is the 1931 Walt Disney Mickey Mouse card in a PSA 6. Really cool, kind of weird, doesn't totally fit in with the collection, but still think it's really cool. 1931 PSA 6. I don't know, I like it. At number 79 is going to be the Mike Schmidt rookie card, and down 4 spots to number 79 from 75 last year in a BVG 8. Mike Schmidt, Ron Say, John Hilton. At number 78 is going to be the Darth Vader Inspects the Throttle Ship. For some reason, this card is actually up 11 spots. But it is kind of a cool card. It's like one of Darth Vader's first ever cards, 1977, and it's a PSA 10. Kind of looks like, 1990 Fleer. Super ugly card. Probably not everyone's cup of tea, but, whatever. At number 77, how about this card? Yogi Berra. There was a random golden sale. I actually had this at number 130 last year. So this is up 53 spots from 130 to 77. There was some random golden sale. And you guys know, like some of these, brokerage houses, like Golden, like I don't know if they did something to pump it up, but they got a 4.5, a very similar Yogi Berra and a 4.5 to sell for almost $800. So this card is up 53 spots to number 77 and probably be off my list next year. Bryce Harper, the 2012 Topps Update Gold in a PSA 10, down 12 spots on the 2012 Bryce Harper. Number 75 is the Satchel Paige, down 2 spots, 53 Topps. I tried to cross this over to PSA, but PSA was like, no. And I wasn't willing to crack it out. That was the key. I was not willing to crack it out. I took my chances by leaving it in a BVG holder, and but I said I do not want them to crack it if it's going to be under a 4, and they didn't feel it was at least a 4. So, but whatever. At number, 74 is going to be the 77th Star Wars Luke Skywalker, down 9 spots. Very, very cool card, but it is down 9 spots from number 65 to number 74. And this is about a $930 card in a PSA 8. At number 73 is my boy Walter Payton in a PSA 8. This is down 10 spots from number 63 last year, and is now at 73 and around the same value as the Skywalker. Sandy Koufax, maybe one of my best purchases ever. Got this super cheap many years ago at the National, one of the first Nationals when I finally got back into collecting. Got this for like $200 at the National. But Sandy Koufax continues, his cards continue to do really well. And this is last year at number 72 and this year at 72. And then at 71 is going to be the 66 Topps Willie Mays, up 3 spots. Again, I can't explain some of this stuff. Up 3 spots from last year, even though I've added 7 cards to the collection, and this card is pretty much maybe a little bit more than last year in terms of the previous comps, but coming in at 71. All right, guys, at number 70, let's grab the next stack. We have another Aaron Judge card coming in the top 100. This time it is the Bowman Sterling. By the way, this is the first card that cracks the comma. So my top 70 cards, all 70 of my top 70 cards are $1,000 or more. So this card, PSA 10, Aaron Judge, goes for about $1,000 in a PSA 10. Got that out of a pack of cards. At number 69 is going to be this beautiful Type 2 Sinella Babe Ruth in a PSA 5. I believe I picked it up last year because I have it at number 61 last year, down 8 spots on the Sinella Babe Ruth. Coming in at 68 is going to be the Bob Gibson. Was 62, down 6 spots. At number 68 now on the 1959 Topps Pepto-Bismol card of Bob Gibson. Next up is going to be the Larry Bird, Julius Erving, Magic Johnson card. Again, one of those cards that I picked up during the pandemic that has not done so great. Down 15 spots from last year, down to 67. It was at 52 last year in terms of rank, and now it's down to 67. Speaking of another bad purchase I made during the pandemic, the Lou Alcindor Kareem Abdul-Jabbar card, down another 6 spots from number 60 last year, and coming in at number 66 this year. Still a really awesome card, the 69 Topps Lou Alcindor. The Wayne Gretzky rookie continues to fall down this list, down 7 spots to number 65 this year. Again, mainly, down 7 spots makes sense. I've added 7 cards since the previous video, so it's naturally down 7 spots. It hasn't really gone up or down in value too much, but as I add more cards to the collection, of course, the ranking's going to go down. Ric Flair, 82 wrestling, coming in at, let's see, what are we at, 64 now? The Ric Flair card, it's so cool. One of the first, this is, I guess, Ric Flair's rookie card. Down 13 spots, was at number 51 last year, so it's down 13 spots. Then we have at number 63, the Cy Young bare hand shows, a 1, beautiful on the front, but of course paper loss on the back, which is why it's a 1. And this is down 4 spots on the Cy Young. Then we have at 62 the Jeter Gold that I got from my man B-Roth, Brian. And this is up 8 spots. Again, good luck making sense of this stuff. Up 8 spots to number 62. I had this at number 70 last year. And the value of this card around $1,300. And then at number 61, we got the Dave Winfield rookie card and a PSA 9. I bought this because I didn't have any 74 cards. So I picked up a 74 Topps Dave Winfield rookie and a PSA 9 so I could fill that 74 Topps gap that I had. All right, guys, on to the final 10 of this video, and then we'll save our top 50 for another video. And here we go. Here's a brand new card to the collection. I absolutely love this card. The Jimmy Fox. Talk about, I always talk about like, opportunities, to really, win big in collecting. And this is a great example. I bought this, I think, raw this year. It's not like I bought it like years and years ago, for about $400. Got it graded by SGC. And the value of this card in an SGC 5 is about $1,400. So was able to, I saw it on the, I took the risk. Of course, it's a huge risk whenever you buy a card, like an expensive card raw, but it worked out. That got this card graded, and it came back as an SGC 5, and it comes in at number 60 on my. So while I've made some mistakes, like as I mentioned, I've done a lot of, anybody's collection, you ask them, you had some great purchases and some bad purchases, and that one worked out. At number 59 is the Roger Clemens, down 3 spots, the Roger Clemens 84 Fleer Update. This is a card that I only dreamed about as a kid, and was very happy to pick this up, the Roger Clemens, especially as a Yankee fan. Cy Young 7 times, obviously one of the greatest pitchers, steroids aside. 82 wrestling. So this is my, the number 1 wrestling card in my collection. The 82 wrestling All-Stars Hulk Hogan in a PSA 6, down 12 spots. Then we got the Ohtani, unfortunately the best Ohtani card in my collection, the Mega Box. And I used to have 2 of these and gave away one of these cards. By the way, the value of this card is about $1,500, and I gave one of them away in an epic giveaway. And that whoever that person is, you did pretty well for yourself. I don't know what you did to get the Ohtani, but congratulations. I still have one, so I can't complain. At number 57. At number 56, we have the Rube Waddell in a PSA 4, and such an awesome card. Nuff Said Cards, shout out to Nuff Said Cards for helping me identify this card at the National. At number 55, a card that I picked up last year, late last year, Pete Rose rookie in a 4.5, down 2 spots. Then you got the LeBron James card, and that is coming in at 54, down 4 spots. I think that was like a top 25 card at one point. And then 53, 52, and 51. So 53 is going to be this beautiful, love this card, 1968 Topps in a PSA 9 Harmon Killebrew Willie Mays Mickey Mantle card. Just so awesome. I picked this up last year, but unfortunately, it's down 12 spots. Was at 41, now it's at 53. At 52 is a card that I picked up with New York Yanks Fan 7 at the local card show, and got this in an SGC 7. This card is so awesome. Look at this card. SGC 7, probably could rank it higher if I wanted to. I mean, look at the eye appeal on this. You're not going to see even an SGC 7 with an eye appeal of that. And then number 51, finally, a card. Oh, that's the wrong card. At 51 is going to be the Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay hand cut. This is a card a couple years ago. It was my #1 pickup for the year, coming in at number 51. I have it down 11 spots. Was at number 40 last year. The Cassius Clay, what are you going to do? I don't know why it's, falling in value, but it's down to number 51. And that wraps up my 100 to 51. The next video I will do will be 50 to number 1. I'll link it to this video. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Just very, feel very lucky to have such an awesome collection. But it's, a 40-year project, guys. Been working on this for 40 years. So if you wonder, how do you do something like that? Just put everything that you have into building a collection for 40 years. And that's how you attain a collection like this. So anyway, number 50 to number 1 will be coming up in the next video. And like I said, we will be doing a video where we're going to be doing a smackdown of the top 50 cards, which you'll see in the next video, with Vince, Mike, and Josh coming soon. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will talk to you later.